content over everything.
Ready, we're rolling. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. This episode on Somali speakers, we're going to be speaking about the tragedy that took place yesterday on the 28th of the 12th, 2019. There was a massive truck explosion that took place in Mogadishu. It shook up the nation. A lot of the youth right about now are a bit shooken up. I think enough's enough. The death toll, one of my brothers right here was telling me.
79 people died.
79 people died. 148 injured. Allah yarhamar rahimin. That's for all the people that have died so far. Allah yarhamar rahimin. And basically, I've got a couple of brothers here to talk about. We've all had enough is enough, like, and it's just carry on. And really, truthfully, like, we're taking 20 steps forward, and we're taking 100 steps. And these type of people that are doing this to our people, they're not killing no one else. They're killing young Somali. These guys were graduates. The unit, there was a truck bombing. There's a truck bombing, my brother. And enough's enough. We've had enough. So we've got a couple of the brothers here. Any brother that wants to just, I don't want him to make it into a monologue. Because I'm kind of emotional myself right now. So brother, do you want to have a couple of say?
I want to know basically is, where's the point behind
this? You want to come more here and then face?
I just want to know, like, where's the point behind this violence? Is it like senseless killing, just doing it for no reason? Is it Shabab? Is it like infiltration? I don't know what. Like.
Sorry, bro. My other brother wants to come in here as well, so he can say. To me, I don't know. I feel like every time something like this happens, I feel like this Al-Shabab thing is a scapegoat.
Like, there's no notes.
Okay.
I don't know where these guys are getting their weapons from. I don't know. I don't know where they're getting funded.
Like, you have to understand, they've been here for what? 10 years now, and you have to ask this, so how these men get funded, where they get their weapons from, and how they get like money funded. Like, you have to ask, they're being funded from outside. That's what I think. I think it's coming from outside.
The Arabs basically.
Do you want to speak up, brother? Yeah, if you can, yeah. Go ahead, bro.
There's many theories basically saying the Arabs, for example, funding Shabab.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's true or not.
I thought with me, all I don't know who's funding these guys. All I know is it's about 26 car bombings within 2019. I'm talking they're killing influential women. They've killed 2 women that were heavily pregnant, influential women. Allah yarhamar rahimin. Now they've killed 72 innocent students, university. And this is the future beacon. They're killing youth now. They're killing youth, men, women. They don't have no remorse for no Somali lives. They don't have no remorse for Islam. They're doing it in the name of Islam. So I don't know, bro.
But you know what, bro? Because I watched a little clip on TRT. Yeah, they were saying that on yesterday they were saying that no one has claimed responsibility for the attack yet.
Yeah.
But we know who done it, bro. It's clear. Bro.
It's the same old motherfuckers.
It's clear,
the same. Even if it's not, I don't even want to mention their name because I feel like even if we're mentioning their name, we're giving these guys clout, what they want. We're giving them credit, as the brother said. But at the same time, these motherfuckers, I call them dirtbags. They're not even Muslims. They're doing this in the name of Islam. Really, what Islam do they have? Their own sick-minded version of Islam.
The only reason why I said that, is because usually, like, when something like that happens, immediately they're like, they immediately claim responsibility for it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's why I just,
Most of the time,
asked.
But I feel like there's mahalla.
So, brother, you're saying to yourself, there's a third party that is that's funding these motherfuckers. Because I'm thinking to myself, how to like حقيقة كينيان because هو وحكو سمينيان ضد بي كلينيان إذا كلينيان والله لي أروح توان accent أروح أقول له Al-Shabab هنا. I don't know. I feel like these people. It's been since 1991. Since 1991, there is an issue of Somalia, Greater Somalia, whatever you want to call it. Whatever the fuck you want to call it, yeah. There's from 91 till now, to yesterday. There's perpetual violence. Let's be honest. As a people, what is it? Our landmass? Are we living on a blessed land with cursed people? Are we cursed people? Because really and truthfully, one of my grandma used to say, Khalido, there was too much bloodshed in Somalia for ever to get to where it used to be. So the real question is it for my, I want to ask her to my brothers right now, and to the mass audience as well. You can leave in your comments. What is it? Why can't Somalia and this violence? How come these two? How come we separate these two for the new generation?
I think like we just got way too much pride.
We got way too much
Way too much
pride.
in ourselves as Somali.
As Somali, too much pride. Is that what you're saying?
To some extent, but like sometimes we take it too far.
Sometimes we take it too far.
We got to know our limits. We got to
Divide each other to like.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ali. Do you wanna?
Yeah. Listen, I think we need to press the restart button. We need to, no, you have to be honest. Restart button, start again, start fresh.
But then again, how can we get rid of, right, we're saying a Somali Renaissance, basically.
let's start-
Tear everything, the fabric down,
Yeah, start again.
because we're not doing it. Look, we're a nation, I think we're the only Muslim nation that's 99% Sunni. Not hardly any other Muslim nation. Okay, so it's Qabil, I think Qabil, to blame Qabil, whoever don't know Qabil is tribalism, I think it's not tribalism no more.
It's not troubles on the most.
Because these people are targeting everyone. Everyone's getting it. Slanta maqsuqa chota, dalinyarada wax baranaysa, cid walba leynayaan.
Myself, I believe
Even
there's
the
a
mayor.
mafia or Kofa in the states. They've taken advantage of Somalia and they don't want Somalia to be peaceful. There's a mafia. You have to look at it properly. Mafia chira. There's people that don't want Somalia to come together or Kofa they stay economically.
But who is our enemy? I think our enemy is ourselves.
It's ourselves.
Ourselves, yes, that's what I
Because
mean.
we
I
keep-
said Somalis.
Okay.
Yeah, can I say something? We're kind of drifting away from other people, yeah?
It's a mafia.
First, we're our own enemy to our own progress, no fahante.
Yeah.
Annaga is stealing, no.
Yeah.
Nafti, it's like lifeless, no fahante. Nafti is not worth nothing.
See that as
Fahante? Yeah, but even the neighbors, even with me, I don't believe even the neighbors, yeah, they don't benefit from your next door neighbor, yeah? Country, yeah, basically, in bloodshed, to be honest.
Yeah.
When you're thriving, it's more beneficial if your neighbors are peaceful. Then you go so good, even if
Yeah.
you're a country, you're managing a country, you don't want your next door neighbor here to be having wars because eventually it will reach you anyway.
The war will spill over to your next door
it's
neighbor.
true.
So I basically what you're saying, brother PK, is you're telling me at the end of the day, let's not blame other people, let's blame ourselves.
Yeah.
Because these people doing the problem of Somali, they're killing Somalis. They're not killing no one else, they're killing their own kind. You get where I'm coming from. Look what happened to Mayor Yureso. Allah Mayor Yureso, it was a gabat. Niqam Kashamba. That's what killed him. So
Apparently
she worked in there, so it's Rag Ayudumar that are doing this as well. So Somali killing Somali. So again, I'm gonna ask my brothers, and I'm gonna ask all my Somali brothers and sisters that are watching this as well. Does Somali lives even matter now? For 2020, that's the question. Our lives, this violence, I think it's become the norm. And that's what hurts me. Oh, Melba Karahday.
Listen,
This is not normal, you know.
it's not normal.
Wallahi, it's not normal.
Because even we see it, I came across this morning, yeah, and it becomes so normal. You know, you're not even gonna be that surprised anymore. It's like before, you used to be shook or you cry since you come to your people, yeah. It's like becomes so consistently.
I know.
As a human person, it's like your heart going dark. You're thinking, wow, this is shocking, but it becomes like normal to you. But this is going on around the world, yeah. But first of all, we need to hold accountable to whoever that's in charge of the government.
Yes.
What have they done? Like for Majo, since he's been in charge,
Yeah.
there's been more killing for the last 2 years
Yeah.
than it has happened in the past.
Yes.
So what has he been doing? What step has he been taking? We need to track down and follow.
And
You know,
what-
so what progress he's been doing.
Even the African troops, so I feel they need to get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
it's not as well, remember?
My opinion, I think the next leader, when Farmajo goes, eventually, I think when's the election? 2020, yeah. When the election comes, I reckon that'll be a
gonna come
political
back.
choice for the country.
Doesn't-
If there is a one man, one vote, and everyone gets to vote,
Yeah.
and people, and whoever the next government, whatever next government comes into play, if the people are satisfied, I reckon then we can achieve a united Somalia, then we can move forward.
Yes.
Because the country isn't united. Al-Shabab, I heard
Even
they're
though
populated like
4.5
5,000.
Yeah.
A united Somalia can say, okay,
Can
he's
climb
Al-Shabab.
5,000 of them.
Yeah, he's Al-Shabab, he's Al-Shabab.
It's it could be cleared out with a government.
Yeah, so
So the first stop is a functioning
a
government.
functioning government which the people want to come under.
Okay.
Yeah, listen.
happy.
You know what I'm saying?
Once you achieve that, yeah, you can domino effect, achieve anything else.
Listen, for even to get rid of those people, those people that do this evil stuff, you don't even need a whole Somali. First of all, you need to get the local to unite. Whether you have the Banadir, you have the Jubaland, you have the Bulan. So the next president that becomes a president, he should demand
like at least 5 like army soldiers from basically Jubaland provide this. The other one is hack up on them to provide basically Bulan for protection for the capital city. You get it? So I don't know if Formaggio does that already, but from what I've seen here, they don't. Jubaland and Bulan, they hasn't been back. They need to help with the brothers and sisters.
One other side topic that I wanted to talk about is I started to see this after straight away when I started going on social media. I started seeing, oh, there's another bombing, Within a split second, I've seen another disease that I've seen with the diaspora community. Straight away, it's Somalia. Even right now, earlier, Brother Ali, we witnessed it where we had to tell one of the brothers, look, that's not the argument right now. We're talking about Somali lives dying already automatically. So do you feel like this whole separation thing plays a big part of it? Because one of the brothers like, oh, it's people from Somaliland's fault that something's happening, or it's people from there. Well, I'm trying to say I don't give a shit about none of that no more. To me, that doesn't matter no more. To me, what hurts me more is the normalization of this violence. That's what got me. It's like, wow, again and again. Like this is like the 5th time I've talked about the Somali violence this year alone. Whether it's knife crime, whether it's this, but this back home is.
Listen, the business people need to be taxed a lot.
No, they don't want to be taxed. They're involved as well.
I don't even think it's to do with business. Even if it is a wave of Islam that is destroying. I don't know. I'm blaming it that we don't understand that's hit us within the last 20 years, and people don't want. Let's call a spade a spade. I don't know where this comes from. I don't know who's paying these guys. They're using Allahu Akbar. Boom. Next minute later.
Yeah, let's just clarify. When I said business people, I mean basically the government needs to basically get money, get supported, whichever the government that's there right now. But they're not getting enough support.
Countries don't back the government.
Okay, so sorry. Let Uncle speak.
They built up themselves. No foreign help.
No foreign help. Yeah.
Uncle, do you wanna just for the mic? Uncle, do you wanna come close to the mic?
Pick you up.
You just
come forward.
Just come close. Let me bring the mic to you. You wanna speak?
horta marka hore ilaahay ha u naxariistay in allaaliya intii ku dhimatay shilkii xumaa ee shalay ka dhacay waxaasna maaha wax de maaragtay hadda Soomaali baan ku hadlayaa marka wax hadda de bilaabmay moogtay oo wax soo jiray ilaahay de 20 sano ama 30 sano magarasa u dambeeyay mushkiladu weyn oo Suudaan waxaan maxay u dhacayaan
Warinta
wadankan aad sheegaysaan in dawladdan iyo magarnaysa waxaan aad ka sheekeynaysan oo dawladdan xagee joogtaa
dawladdan wax dadka ka qaban lahayd
xagee joogtaa marka hore xagee xukuntaa maalin waxaan arkaynaa ciidamo la soo saarayo hadda waad maqlaysay qadar baa la geeyay caruur meedkoodu waxa la soo celiyay iyagoo diyaaradu lagu sida waa wiilkii dhaweeyay waxa weeye arday 19 jir ah soo tababaraya leeyahay waxa loo soo tababaraya wadanka waxa la keenay iyagoo diyaaradu lagu sido meedkoodii baa hooyooyinka loo keenay marka waxaan maaha wax inaga Soomaali ahaan waxa inaan geed ku noqon hadda waxa Somaliland waxaan garasa wax madli Soomaalimadu waa mid hadii laakiin geedka laga soo bilaabay oo waxaan haanta xagga hoose laga soo tirin waxba ma garanaysaa ma garanaysaa aan hoos laga soo tirin waxba ma hagaagayaan yaa jooga wadanka hadda haddana warheede waxa laali wixii ajnabi ah ciidamay naga baxa war shabaab oo kaalay oo taliya wala oran karaa bade ninka ku dhacay oran karaa waa waayo 1 kiiloomitir lama xukuumadda sheegay
dawlad ma jirto
dawlad ma jirto hadda 2 sano ku darsanaya waxa weeye dawladda xagga xukunta
that's what it is or even if there's a government even like big uncles over here saying, even if there's a government, it's rife with corruption.
Exactly.
There's no accountability. There's corruption. We don't know if the government's working with these people, if these people are working with the government. Exactly. We don't know because there's no accountability.
Let's start again, as you say.
The focus is on
okay.
ragga ugu sarsareeya wadanka haysta hay-adan maxalliga nisay garanaysa وقابلسن ده أمني جهاز أمن الدولة إذا هذان رجع أسر سريع وحل اللي هي ورجع الشباب وقعدوا الدول السعودية ولا يقانو وتدل يقانو لقطوهم يو كشقين شريع الشباب كالدولة ده amniga weliba ma garanaysaa haysto ugu sarsan عادي بقرنسا ولا لصلاح حسابته حسابته بقفيمة الشعب
yes الشعب كهدي هردان أدر شعب كهدينا كعي كهدينا أود إنك كعنا اللحين حنس من أنا ده because look generation K already filled أنا قحوتي ما مش كمين دبر خلي كوسيدي generation كلان أركي أو بابا دي أو generation كلاسي بابا إسا قوم أمة الصومال دي ديك أي عقل يلا يوراني يعني enough سواش على سواي ستار.
إلهي نقبح حزان. إلهي نقبح حد كنا جانب كودك.
عايشنا بقى لكن واحد هاك أنت عايشنا بقى.
I'm سوارون تاب وين كبح عندك؟
سوارون وحشكتي.
But at the same time, you want to carry on in English so that the viewers can understand.
Yeah, what you said about basically the Amazon army and the foreign armies that live in Somalia is true. Because one of the reasons Al-Shabab keep coming up and they're persuading people is because they're telling them basically we have foreigners.
There's an enemy that we need to take out.
Yeah, so if it was with the Somali government, there won't be much youth here that's joining them. But now it's easier for Shabab to recruit on their side here because they're thinking there's foreigners. Those foreigners are going to take over the country. You get me? And the children are not aware. So we need to, as my brother said, we need to start again from the beginning on foundation.
A Somali Renaissance.
Yeah.
Rip it up, tear the fabric.
Yeah.
There's nothing, it has to be.
A lot of civilizations have done it.
Like I said, yeah. Like I said, yeah.
Like I say, yeah, to educate the young generation as well, we had one generation failed. It wasn't north, east, south, Kola. We took a regime. We took Siad Barre's regime down. And that's what we did. عيد والبا دولة الفقش كعيد والبا كوتشته رنتا وناس إساق با كوتشته دارود با كوتشته هوية كوتشته we took a regime down and then we haven't realized that miseducation is people think the brother from the north and the brother from the south are enemies. No one's enemies. Everyone fought there was Wallahi telling you the truth, yeah. Rak Isaqa kuchre dad Isaqa leni in Dalad of Faqashka. There was dad Hawiya leni. There was Darod leni. It was a regime. So until we start realizing, we educate our people and tell them it was one regime, and when we took that regime down, to the rest of Somalia, one generation is mistake. One generation is mistake.
You know how I have the views of basically moving to start again in order to start again. You need to move. I believe you need to move the capital city. Trust me, that's what I believe, yeah? Your capital city needs to be secured. Security has to be good. Yes. So in order for that to be good, I believe they should find a way of moving the capital. That's where the Shabab lurk. To take a country down, you just need to ruin their capital. When you got that country down, the next, I've said it before, and other people have said it as well. Yeah, so what they need to do, remove the capital, find another city that's actually good, and first, prepare. This thing won't take overnight. So you need to, in the next 5 years,
10 years.
Yeah, another 5 years or something, you need to, a city that's already within Somalia or anywhere within the Somaliland.
So do you think
for that city, make that city basically for the capital, but in years, put CID, put police people there, people that actually get funded and people that actually help. So in order, when you move the capital to that city, will be stable.
Okay,
and there will be people that's working for the government. So that's the only way.
One question on Somali speakers that I tend to ask is, do you think this? And I have to ask this question now, PK. Yeah, I don't want to ask you this, and I want to ask any other brothers on behalf of Somali speakers. Is do you think this recent attack is going to wake up the youth?
No.
Now, do you think the youth, it's time for the youth to take over and say enough's enough? The young generation, as a movement where, you know what, do you think using this negative as a positive to say, you know what, this latest bombing for 2020, like I say, 2020 vision.
I like what you said in it, movement. Yeah?
Movement.
If
we could wake up the people from the diaspora and back home to say, you know what, use this as not a negative, as a positive, to wake up and to say enough's enough.
Okay, then why don't you start a movement? A global movement.
A global movement. Start speaking. That's what we need the Somalis to start speaking.
Or should be like even like people that's in the politics that's got the same views as us.
Yeah.
If you push them and say, you know what, it's time for the new generation to take over and get rid of the audio. Maybe that's the only way. Because we need to find a political group here that's part of Somalia that supports the youth to taking over. We need something fresh face, something like a person that's learned and seen the rest of the world,
Instead of a warmonger that said, I deserve the chair, I fought in this war, I'm the president. So we need a politician right now. But then again, these politicians are corrupt. These politicians are the ones
It needs
that's
to be chosen,
causing it.
handpicked, because you couldn't
We need a
always handpick.
Wadani. We need someone that's a Wadani, you know, someone that cares. You know?
Yeah, and do you know what as well, yeah? Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead,
I
Abdi.
feel like as well, yeah, to wake up the youth, it's going to be a challenge, innit? Because from what I heard from the conversation, it's like, it's normalised, like you said, yeah?
The violence has been normalised.
It's been normalised, yeah, number one. And number two is, yeah, like, you need to learn your history as well and your culture, do you know what I'm saying? So, because obviously when you're talking about everything was messed up in one generation, like you said, yeah? And it's a case of, like, you know, people from different tribes will unite and they'll fight against the same, you know, president, prime minister, call it what you want, yeah? But people, are they absent of their history? Do you know what I'm saying? And is that what's causing this division? Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if people are aware of the history, right, of what's gone on, people won't be taking this separation approach. Oh, you're Somali, you're Somaliland. People will find common ground.
Yes, if you educate them rightly and just say, look, it was one regime, we all took one regime down, and that was it.
So the youth won't be like Somaliland division sort of thing, right? And yeah, I feel like
I think we're going on
many things, but
more,
no, I'm connecting it.
Oh, connecting, okay.
No, go ahead, finish
No,
up,
but
bro.
that was it. That's my point.
So you're saying re-educate people, telling them, look, this war of what happened, because if you speak to a lot of the young generation, they don't even know why Somaliland, why this was created, why Somalia was this. Half of them don't even know what year we got independence. So, but what they know is, when something happens, even if you check on social media, straight away people's already division talks. This, that. So at the end of the day, you know what they say, let's just try wrap it up for, you know, I don't want to like turn this into a thing, but that's just enough's enough, 2020. So we're going to be doing this regularly in Speaker's Corner anyway, so anyone that wants to come next Sunday to give us a fresh opinion on 2020, how we can move on. Because I feel like my brother Ali saying, the Somali Renaissance, it needs to happen now. It needs to happen now, not tomorrow, not next year, 2020.
Khalid, we're saying it here, but we need to go back home, I'm telling you.
I'm going back home. I'm going back home summer.
The collective mind, you have to persuade
If the
movement,
the movement needs to start. If you don't make the movement start, it starts from a conversation, from a movement.
I'm telling you, you need to go back home.
Yeah,
we need to go back home, but guess
30
what?
years, man, shake some.
Listen. You know, even
convince the diaspora first.
yeah, you know, talking about this topic, it's like other people are gonna hear this. When they hear this, they'll pass on to their family or anything, any positive that came out of it. Any wrong that came out of it is from us and our mistakes. But all of us want good for our people, innit?
We don't know who.
So,
we don't know who did this.
And that's it.
but wallahi, it's a tragedy what has happened. So I know the world has become so normal, we're used to it. I don't know what's going to become, but inshallah, we all wake up in it. And we hold the government to accountability. If you're president, you have to be accountable. You can't be sitting, you can't be sleeping comfy.
But the problem with these fucking fixes is each one of them has just got a house in one of these Arab countries. They're not caring about what's happening.
Listen, the next president needs to be living. We need to analyze next president. We should not be living up comfortable.
Accountability. Okay, accountability.
You know what I'm saying? You get fooled, wallahi. Next Somali president, you know what I'm saying? So he knows the hardship. Basically, if I'm living in a big castle and things happen, I might get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You should live. The president should live how the local people are living. That's how even
But that's African leaders. They ain't gonna stand for that. So I think
castle where I should put every penny that I have towards the people helping the people and security.
You have to pay leaders good money. You have to. It prevents them from being corrupt, innit? If we're getting paid good, they're not gonna be corrupt.
No. Sometimes, listen. What you need is basically a guy that don't care about money, that cares about basically the stability of the people. To be honest, because look at the other successful leaders, That, for example, whether some of the leaders have done Khatab and that, the life that they lived, it wasn't solely on purpose. They lived like how the local people lived. Some leaders, the good leaders, if the local people in the market are not eating good food, they will not be eating good food. Don't find it. They'll eat the same food.
In Somalia for everyone. I'm telling you. We've got a whole coast.
We've got Jubba horses, we're all agriculture.
We're ruined.
Like I say, are we cursed people on a blessed land?
That's what we are.
Is that what we really are? Because I feel like Holandi or what because that's what really the question is. The Holandi. I'm starting to question Modena. How we are in the internet leg.
Yeah, and one thing we need to stop doing, yeah. I know one thing we need to stop doing, yeah. You know how when things keep happening, sometimes we start to blame other foreigners. If we unite ourselves within ourselves, the blame is on you, my family. Or be united within your people. Don't point fingers easy. It's easy to point fingers.
There's a famous Somali saying, "Murudi دقرت قطع ما أرتاك كخلو أركا." And that's what it is. Murudi دقرت نقنا أركي كخلو أركيا. You know how it is. But inshallah, إله نوسهلو. أنتو عيسانو. إله تقونا حريصنو. تذكر دمتي. إله وطننا وطن كان. إله وطن كان. You know إله وطن كان. نمع نقص علي. آمين. أنا سيمان إلى أنا سمر كان نقص عليه. أمانة الصومالي ده إلى أنا حريص تذكر دمتي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الصومالي speakers. الله أسلم.
ContentCOE everything from your Berlin.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
James, Abu, who would you pick from that dynamic I've told? 400 years worth of stored wealth and land, plus reparations for damaged property and changing the business, right? Versus an enslaved person who has no money.
You're not enslaved. Your forefathers were.
Not me.
You're
Remember,
not.
before we can.
But I think you've still got the mindset.
Oh no.
I'm careful what words I choose.
No, but what I'm saying is we haven't answered this question yet, so the next question makes no sense, right?
No, because you're dwelling in the past. You're not dwelling on your current wealth, your current abilities, your capabilities, your potential. You're dwelling on something that was a long time ago.
So the thing is, what is motivating my actions today is the past. So I'm trying to give you
why?
Here's why.
Why?
Because
it was really bad shit. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying that the legacy of that I still see today. The legacy.
Which is what? What's the legacy that you see?
The mindset.
Mindset.
The mindset.
So what mindset does